conservative life on Mars because we are living in strange times. This is even stranger times when a pregnant woman is being praised for putting on such a bloated, slow moving, non lackluster performance for the Super Bowl. People, keep in mind, we've waited like what, 3, 4 years for Rihanna to do the Super Bowl and bring it to us? And this is what she gives us? If they actually had paid this girl, I would say they would have gotten their money back. They should have gotten their money back. Then on top of it, you have lip syncing too? Come on now. Nobody wanted to see that. The only people that are calling this show magnificent are one, other celebrities because they don't want to get canceled, so they have to say something nice. And then just the people who think it's just wonderful to see a fat pregnant chick waddle around and rub her belly and sing her greatest hits. She could do that at her own concert. As a matter of fact, her own concerts were doing better than this crap. The only people I really feel bad for are the dancers that had to pretend like they liked this crap. So, like they couldn't be with a real professional or do something seriously innovative. There was nothing innovative about this show. There's nothing innovative about a fat pregnant chick rubbing her belly, not to mention her kid is only what, 9, 10 months? So her and ASAP Rocky are just loving each other that much, tapping it that much, where she got pregnant again and they not married? Come on now. What role models we have right now? So let me put it to you this way. Rihanna is getting a lot of criticism on her lackluster performance at the Super Bowl. The actual Super Bowl itself was more exciting than the half show. What kind of crap is that? The audio and music, I'll say it was good to hear her songs. It was good clarity, as audio stuff goes. But the sportsmanship, the showmanship was just poor. She barely moved. Don't blame it on her pregnancy. Don't want to say, well, she was pregnant, she's not supposed to move around. Then she is pregnant. What wonderful and magical, mystical things is to see a fat woman waddle around being pregnant. Okay, you can't have it both ways. They knew this was happening. They knew this performance was going to be bundling them up at best, and they still did it. She deserves all the criticism in the world for being the only girl in the world that got pumped up before to do this show. I mean, really, so I mean, this is the best that they can come up with. Really, I can't say much more than this. We all knew that she was going to have to bring it or somehow try to level up, especially with the knock it out of the ballpark performances that we saw last year. So they came up with parachute, marshmallow hazmat folks. This is going to trend this year for Halloween costumes, I bet. And then here she is walking around like a stuffed plunk duck, looking like Sam Houston, except without the horned top hat, which would have really completed the whole dominatrix thing, bubble thing she was trying to go with. I mean, it was just stupid. To me, it was just stupid. I heard some folks saying that she was just standing in her femininity. No, she wasn't. There's nothing feminine about wearing a bloated outfit. A parachute bloated outfit looking like Sam Smith back at the Grammys. It doesn't work. She could have figured this out. They had time to figure this out. I mean, all these uniforms look like something that they bought, all parachute kits that they bought off of Amazon and pasted together. Then, I'm like, why hide your pregnancy? Really, why hide it unless you were just ashamed of it? Oops, I got pregnant again, so now I gotta pull this off. I just don't make any sense. So you were trying to use the Super Bowl for you to get clout. This is just really stinks to high heaven. You know? It's just really stupid. I'm surprised people aren't asking the question, why did she put herself in harm's way being hoisted up, 200, 300 feet in the air? I mean, I don't know the size, okay? But she and her dancers were hoisted way up in the air. I find that she was putting her kid in danger and herself in danger trying to pull off this stupid stunt. The only thing I could think of was, God rest his soul, Owen Hart, when he fell from the rafters. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is this girl gonna fall from the rafters? You know? Okay, there was another thing about her lip syncing. I don't know if she was lip syncing or not. There were times that were very obvious where she was not singing and you heard voices. But when the band suddenly magically appeared and she had, backup dancers as well as backup singers back there, I was just thinking that she was just letting them sing their parts and she sang her part. And it's pretty common in these things where they all sing to a track. So the performance sounds perfect. I get all that. So I'm not going to go down that road about saying that she was lip syncing, but I do know folks to believe that. My whole point with this whole thing is, if she wasn't fit to give 100%, 110% performance, especially after what was pulled off last year, then she should have either canceled or perhaps come up with something a little bit more innovative, or perhaps shared the spotlight with somebody else. I get it that she wanted to do it all herself. I got that. But you were in no condition to do it all yourself. You were probably putting your baby in harm's way just as well as everybody else involved with this because you were pregnant. So this whole thing about pregnant women can do it all, no, you don't see pregnant women sitting there running laps and everything just like how they did when they're not pregnant. You don't see WNBA players playing pregnant in games because the bodies cannot handle that much stress onto it. So why should this performance be any different? If anything, I'm surprised more people are not lauding her for putting herself in this type of situation. That could have affected her and the health of her and her baby. Okay, this is Conservative Life on Mars. Tell me what you think. Am I hitting on something? Or you just think I'm just blowing smoke?